A lot of you that are planning a trip to Iceland are bringing your kids with you. And don't worry, Iceland is such a family-friendly country. But have you noticed that there's not a lot of blog posts and resources about this topic? I know this because you guys have been begging me to make this video. So I'm here to save the day. Hello Team Iceland, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeannie and I am here to help you plan the best trip ever to Iceland. Today I wanted to talk to you about the things that you can do in Iceland with your kiddos, with a huge disclaimer that I don't have kiddos. But since you guys have been asking me to make this video, I have done my research for you and I know that I can help. So let's get into it. There are so many things that you can do in Iceland with kids. And I know this because I have so many friends that have kids and they're always going and doing fun things. So don't worry, get excited. Your trip might look a little different than the photographers or the young couple that's honeymooning, but it's going to be just as amazing. So first up, there are so many museums in Iceland. And I'm not talking just about in Reykjavik, I'm talking a lot of small towns have museums. So some of the big ones that I would recommend include Perlan. They just opened up this beautiful glacier exhibit. Aurora Reykjavik, where you can literally watch videos of the Northern Lights. Auber, which is a old Icelandic turf village. Awesome. And the Settlement Center in Borgarnes, where you can learn all about the settlement of the Vikings and a lot of Icelandic history. Another idea is that you can head to the public pools. Fun fact, almost every single village in Iceland has a public pool. Icelanders love their pools, love them. Now, a lot of these pools have things specifically for kids, like water slides and different activities in the pool. So this is definitely a family-friendly area. The other cool thing about pools is that they are so affordable. So between $5 to $10 per person for entry, which is a lot less than those big hot springs. Of course, if you want to splurge, then you have the Blue Lagoon or the Secret Lagoon or Leikavatn Fontana, places like that also are amazing, but a little more on the expensive side. Another idea with your kiddos is taking a tour. So there are so many different tour offerings in Iceland, but some of the family-friendly tours include horseback riding, the boat tour through Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, into the glacier where you can actually walk through a glacier tunnel, and so many more. The only caveat with tours is that some companies, depending on the tour, will have an age minimum. So you always want to check with that specific tour, with that specific company, as to the age minimum so they can make sure that your whole family can join. Now, a really fun gem that I've been seeing around are these gigantic bouncing mats. So I've seen these in several villages throughout Iceland. I don't have a list of where they are, but if you come across them, they are so fun. So think about this like a big trampoline that is built into the ground. And I have been on them myself and I could not stop laughing. They are so fun, and if you have kids and you've come across one, they are going to love it. They're usually located near playgrounds in the villages. The one that I went to was in the Westfjord, so it's really difficult to get to, but keep your eye out. These are so fun. Now, if you are specifically staying around Reykjavik, then there's so many things to do. A really fun and popular thing to do with the locals is head to Tjarnir, which is a big pond in the city center. There you will find ducks and geese, so just bring a loaf of bread with you and they will be your best friend. Another thing in Reykjavik is the Laugardalur Valley, specifically the zoo, which is obviously really fun for kids. They also have a big walking area, so a park and trails that you can walk around. And then also if you're visiting in the spring or summertime, then you can head to the botanical garden, which is filled with different trees and flowers of all kinds, and it's so beautiful. Also in Reykjavik, you can visit, like I said, the local pools or any of the museums that I listed. So there's so much to do in Reykjavik. Last but not least, you guys, Iceland itself. Iceland is obviously home to the most incredible nature in the world, and it's essentially a kid's playground. So running around on the beaches, climbing the basalt columns, admiring the huge waterfalls. All of these things are most likely brand new to your kids' eyes. So just experiencing these things on their own is going to be really, really exciting for your children. Obviously, because I'm a huge advocate for safety first, keep a close eye on your children because there are cliffs and slippery rock that you need to be aware of and be really, really careful. But within reason, let your kids roam around and play in the dirt and all of the things that kids love to do anyway. I've planned trips for families and I've heard back that so many of them just absolutely loved Iceland. So I know that it's such a fun place for kids to experience, and I hope that you can love it as well. All right, my friends, so that is your video about what to do with your kids in Iceland. I hope you loved this video, and if you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because next week and every week, I'll be back with another helpful Iceland video. Happy planning, friends!